All right, Coach. Another year of Assumption Mustangs football. You've been building something here the last couple of years. Competitive team. So, can we expect the same this year from Assumption this year? Another hard-hitting competitive team.
Yes, that's the plan. We had to replace some really good guys from last year, but the plan is for us to use. We have some better skilled guys, so we try to get them the ball and in space and let them do what they do, and hopefully defensively we can put the pieces together and make some plays on defense here and there, and you have some success.
What's the biggest strength on this year's teams, Coach?
I think it's the attitude of the kids. To be honest with you, and not that it was bad last year. I just think that they work so much well together. Zion's a big key to that. They respond well to him. He's a really good leader. And a good kid, so sometimes you have situations where leaders will say something, but they don't always do it. To where he's different. He talks the talk, walks the walk. So I really like the way the team kind of comes together. The field stuff's going to come. We got a lot of new guys playing in new positions, so it's going to be a little bit of it's going to be baby steps. But I think as we play, we're going to be all right.
And with some areas that you like to maybe step up a little bit the next couple of weeks as y'all get into the first half of the season, Coach?
It's the new guys playing in new positions, stuff like that. So just getting them some experience and some confidence in what they're doing. I think once we can get through those hurdles, I think we'll be all right.
With that said, any key players, key returning guys that who's been here the last couple of years, seen some highs, seen some lows, learned from it, that you really trust, that you want to highlight, as key players for you this year?
Caleb Davis is obviously one. We expected big things for him last year. Unfortunately, he got hurt in week 2. But he fought back, and he was able to make it back to week 10. I don't know too many people that have a broken leg and can come back, in the same season. So we're looking forward to see what he can do. Zion coming back. Zion was also hurt last year. So him coming back. Offensive line, we got Flores twins, Tiago and Cairo. They're going to be 2-3 year starters for us. So we're just interested in seeing how they have matured, from last year to this year, and taking on new roles.
You mentioned Zion Willoughby. That's going to be your starting quarterback, right?
Yes, sir.
I know, like I say, just like Caleb, he got hurt too. So that just shows you, man, if they would have stayed healthy, y'all could have had a little bit more success last year. But things happen for a reason.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you've seen them mature to get to these things.
Yeah, and they took it in stride. Zion it was probably very frustrating for him to get hurt and then have to sit there and watch the whole season. He missed part of the basketball season too. So, but he took it in stride. Once he was healthy, hit the weight room, conditioning and stuff. So, I'm just proud of those guys. They work hard, and we just got to put it together and have some success. That's the big thing.
Well, because you look at your schedule, y'all don't take it easy. It's obviously a very tough district with some heavy hitters in there. But you guys loaded up non-district too. So how you plan to navigate this season again, Coach? You got 10 games, and hopefully, you're trying to get back to where you were 2 or 3 years ago, right there on the doorstep of the Superdome. So how you feel the course of the season can go for you?
Just the old adage, take 1 week at a time. We can't worry about district. We got to get through non-district first. So this week we got St. Amant for our Jamboree game, and then once we finish them, we'll start worrying about Donaldsonville, and just tell the kids, look, let's take 1 week at a time. Eventually we'll get to week 10, but let's not rush through it. Enjoy the process, and take it as we go.
Look around this school, man. Y'all making so many improvements, man. The pride of the school. I know it's been always a prideful program, but the kids got to be inspired. They want to get out there and play every Friday.
Yeah, we got the new turf last year. We consolidated this year, so the 7th and 8th grade are here on campus. The weight room's been painted. The field house painted, so it's starting to look really good. Like you said, things look good. It's like when you look good, you feel good, play good. So hopefully those things can come true for us this year.
And I'm glad you mentioned consolidation. How does that help I know academically there's a lot of things, but athletically, how does it help to have all of your middle schoolers and your high schoolers here on campus for the future, for this program, I guess you can say? Does it help or does it hurt?
No, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a really good thing. Having the coaches here on staff, having the kids here on campus. They practice right here, and we're over there, they're right here, so having them close by, they're learning the system, learning the language, they're learning, how we do things here. So, and you just, now instead of having them for, those here for 4 years, now they don't play high school football, but they're here for 6 years now, So we have them here for a longer period of time. I just think it's a good thing in the long run. We just got to get through to get everything going in the right direction, I guess, if you want to say that. It's a little crazy right now, but I think it'll get better as we go.
It's a whole united Assumption, all right, from Belrose to Libertyville to Pierre Park.
That's that. Yep, yes, sir.
The whole community can come and watch.
And they're all Mustangs, so it's not it's not Libertyville versus Napoleonville. It's not Pierre Park versus it's all Assumption High School. So that's a good thing. It's and like the pride thing is really. It's really good. It's really good for the area. It's good for the school. It's good for the kids. Just got to take advantage of it and try to make it, work for us.
Okay. Last question: are you a big Star Wars fan?
Yes, I am. I'm a big Star Wars fan. Every now and then it gets to that conversation. My wife sometimes gets mad at me because we have a situation happening. Be like, well, in Star Wars they did this. So yeah, I'm a big Star Wars fan. So it's a good little hobby I have. So that's pretty cool.
Does that you incorporate that in your little battle speeches before the games, or
sometimes I'll throw a little Yoda quote here in there every now and then. So the kids look at me like, what's he saying? And so it's. I don't know if it works, but I like throwing it in there. So it's good.
But as a coach, I know you have a lot of stress, so that's a good way for you to unwind sometimes.
Oh yeah. That Lego, so I'm good.